All right, what's up guys? Hope all is well. Hope everyone's having an amazing day. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. In today's video, we're gonna be going over 3 tips that you need in your tricep training to get some massive arms. So the first tip that we're gonna start off with is we're gonna start off with a cable push down, a cable tricep push down. A lot of people do this exercise, but in my opinion, I see it done wrong all the time, right? So a couple common mistakes a lot of people do. So number one, right, they have a lot of ego. So they're over here, they're above the bar, and they're pushing straight down, right? If you're pushing straight down, yes, are you hitting some triceps? Of course you're hitting some triceps, but you're also hitting a lot of front delt, and you're also hitting a lot of your chest as well. You're essentially just doing a press like this. So what you wanna have is, number one, is you wanna have your chest nice and up, right? That's gonna be the first thing. The second thing that I see all the time is people come up and their elbows come forward. So you wanna have your elbows nice and back into your side. But the tip I was gonna go over is you wanna go over a full stretch. So a lot of people do the push down like this, and they come down, they come up, right? And they stop over here. When we look at getting a full stretch, let me put this up. When we look at getting a full stretch in your tricep, right? If you're coming over here, that's not a full stretch, right? A full stretch is gonna happen when your forearm hits your bicep. So come all the way up, right? Let your forearm smash into your bicep. They'll stretch the shit out of your triceps. And then from here, you wanna think about pushing down, getting a big hard contraction, right? So that's gonna be 1 rep. So elbows back, forearm hits the bicep, and you're gonna push down, get a big hard contraction. As you'll see, my chest stays in one spot. The only thing that's moving is my elbow, it's bending, and then I'm straightening it. So that's gonna be the first tip that you wanna do. Please start doing your tricep pushdowns properly. So the second tip is gonna be focusing on the stretch, right? A lot of people, when they train their triceps, right, they'll do a pushdown, like I explained, where your elbows are to your side. Then they'll do a rope tricep extension, then they'll do a single arm tricep extension. Everything's done with the elbow to your side. This is not bad, right? They're all good movements, but to get a full stretch in your tricep, you wanna have a movement where your elbow is either in front of you, or better yet, by your side, and actually your elbow's above your head. That way you can get a full stretch in the tricep. My favorite exercise to do this is a single arm overhead tricep extension. For this, I like to use a cuff. That way my grip is not a limiting factor, right? And the way I like to set this up is I like to have this about chest height. I like to have this chest height, that way it's easier to get in and out of the exercise. So when I'm starting, I'm gonna put my hand to the cuff, I'm gonna take a step forward, and then boom, I'm already in the exercise right over here. And then for here, same rule of thumb applies, right? You wanna focus on your forearm smashing into your bicep, just like the push down, and then here, just come all the way up. Good contraction, come all the way down, come all the way up, right? So focus on the stretch. Make sure you have one exercise that is in a little bit more of a stretch position when you're training your triceps. So if you don't like this exercise for some reason, another variation you could do is you could do dumbbell skull crushers as well. But over the last 10 years, I've talked to a lot of people that actually messes up your elbow a lot. This is not your shoulder. It messes up a lot of people's elbows, right? So if you're doing the dumbbell skull crushers and you're feeling a lot of elbow pain, switch over to the cable and you'll see a lot more progress and you won't actually be in pain. So that's gonna be the second tip. We're gonna move on to the third tip. So the third tip is gonna be including some bodyweight dips or some weighted dips. The reason I like doing dips in my tricep training or in my push training is because the dips are gonna give you some thick triceps, and then also they're gonna really hit the medial triceps, which is over here at the bottom, right? So your arms are gonna look a lot thicker. And then also, if you get super strong on these, right? If you're doing dips with your body weight and you're doing it with 45 pounds or 90 pounds, which is 2 plates, your triceps will grow, right? Your triceps will grow. You'll have bigger, fuller shoulders and a chest as well, right? So if your triceps grow, everything else will grow when you're doing this. In terms of common mistakes a lot of people make when they're doing the dip, right? Number one is when they're starting off, right? They're just kind of starting off here and they're just jumping into it. So if you're just jumping into it, the bar might shake a little bit, and then also you might not be in the right position, right? So what I like to do is I like to have a little bit of a bench or a little bit of a platform, and then I'll start up here, I'll get my hands nice and comfortable, and then slowly I'll shift my weight. And then from here, I'll start my set, right? So that's the first mistake a lot of people do. The second mistake a lot of people do is they actually lean forward, right? When you're doing your tricep dips. So that's not necessarily bad, but if you're leaning forward, that's gonna hit more of your chest, right? If you wanna hit more so of your triceps, which is what we're doing in this video to get some big triceps, you wanna be a little bit more upright. That way your elbows are forced to go back, right? So how do you wanna do the tricep dip? Here's what you're gonna do. So you wanna have a bench, right? Put your foot up here, have your hands in a good position, right? Slowly shift your weight, and then you wanna be very upright. And then you wanna go all the way down, get a big stretch, looking up, and then push your way up. Nice and easy, right? Boom, boom. And then once you get comfortable and you get to a point where you're doing, you know, sets of 10 with just body weight, then I would start to add some weight. So for this, I like to go anywhere in that 6 to 10 rep range. Really heavy, right? If you can do 2 plates and you could get 6 reps, I would highly recommend that. If you're someone that has a little bit more weight to you and you can't do body weight dips, and you think about doing assisted dips, I personally wouldn't even do assisted dips. I would just do more of tricep pushdowns, right, with a straight bar, or you could just do tricep extension with a rope, and then eventually when you do lose some weight, you can slowly build up your strength, right? But all in all, that's gonna be today's video. Hope these 3 tips helped you in terms of building some massive triceps, right? If you want some help with your fitness goals, you're struggling to lose weight, build muscle, or achieve your goals in general, you click the link in the description, fill out that form for my one-on-one online coaching, and I'll help you out. I'll reach out to you and we'll go from there. But all in all, I appreciate you guys watching this video. Hope you guys got some value from this. Thanks.